All right. Welcome to another episode of Can You Connect? And I am Mr. Walk That Walk. And today's episode, we're going to be going over party files. This is part two. So I recently went out and, met some people, met a group of people. However, there was drama with these groups of friends. So it was three women and they were having there was how there's like infighting in your group. They had infighting going on. And remind you, this just happened this weekend. It was a party, so it's a whole party event. Everybody's out, for the most part. From what I've seen, everybody's out having fun, having a good time, and it was them that was just having issues with their friends. And since they had issues with their friends, they weren't having fun anymore. And now there's this back and forth. I didn't see the back and forth. I'm just hearing about what happened. So, one girl is killed, and the other girl's talking about what happened with this other friend because there's three of them. And the other friend is just somewhere else at the party. So they already separated. So it already happened. They separated. The other girl's doing her own thing, and she's with the other girl. So she's out there still having fun. She's still having a good time. Her other friend that was there, who I was talking to, was chill. He was still having fun. But the only one who wasn't having fun was her. She's still upset about the situation, and she seems as though she was having a hard time with letting things go. Because there's only so much you could do. Like, whatever she said to you, whatever she did to you, all you could do is cope with what happened. Whatever that's going to help you relax in that moment, and then work on moving on. Not moving on. Let's not even say moving on yet. We'll work on at least coping. Finding something that's going to help you relax. And not necessarily moving on, but allowing yourself to let it go. Because she was pondering on it. And she was going over, with her friend, the interaction that happened. And it didn't really allow her to be in a moment and connect with other people. Because the situation that happened with her and the one girl, she was able to let it go and connect with other people. The friend that I was talking to, he was able to let whatever went on with them go and just relax, still network and talk to people. Her, when one of my friends tried to talk to her and speak to her, she was not able to let that go. She was still dealing with that. So she was not able to connect or network with other people. So if do you see where the issue is coming? The issue is, since you can't heal and, let's say, forgive. Let's add forgiveness to it. Heal, forgive, and let it go is going to put roadblocks and barriers in your life. Because since you're not able to move past this situation, now you're doing things to, let's say, get revenge or be vengeful towards this friend. Because at first they was like, okay, well, you know, they wanted to leave, and which is okay. They wanted to see if she wanted to go. So we walked over there, boom, 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 boom. They asked her, "Oh, did you want to go? We're about to head out. Did you want to leave with us?" She said, "No, I'm good. I want to stay here." Cool. That should be the end of it. We should be done. No. And we were walking away. She said no, and then we started walking away. We only got like maybe 10 or steps in, and then she stopped. And she was like, yeah, I want to give this back to her. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, why are we doing it? Why are we trying to go back and forth with this person about something that they don't even need this? Like whatever you're trying to hand it to, whatever you're trying to hand to her, she doesn't need it. It's not like it was her cell phone, a wallet, her keys. She needs that. But just a regular clothing item, she doesn't need it unless she's cold. Or if she said she said she needed it. Because she would have got it from you when y'all just talked. Y'all literally just spoke. So why go back and antagonize somebody that's supposed to be your friend? Because of the situation y'all had. Rather than talk it out when y'all are calm, maybe after y'all eat something, after this was an event where some people were drinking. So maybe after the drinks, y'all could have just hashed it out afterwards. And I'll say this: they didn't talk about, they didn't argue and go back and forth, but you going back towards her to be like, oh yeah, I want to give her this. So like to try to maybe insinuate that you want an argument, because the way that she was talking, it was like she kind of wanted the conflict. It was kind of she wanted more drama in this situation rather than just letting it go, because she was not able to move past it. So she keeps bringing it up and bringing it up. When we can go on to the next thing, that might be fun. That might make you feel better. But now you're carrying this anger, you're carrying this animosity, you're carrying this negative feelings towards somebody who you deem as a friend, rather than letting that person be who they are going to be, allowing them to be where they're at, wherever that is, allowing them to be who they are to the fullest extent. It's so we are able to accept them. Because if you can't accept this person, then you're always going to find a issue about this person, which is probably why she couldn't let it go. To the point where it was like, at a certain point, she walked off. She was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go walk off. I don't go. I need to go to the car." And I was like, "Okay." Like, we try to get food, and he's like, "Oh, just give me this. I'm walking off." I'm like, "All right." And maybe that was her way of calming down. Maybe she needed to walk away and be on her own and be in her own mind and just play back things or give herself breathing room. Maybe she couldn't really be around the other friend because she was going to continue talking about it. Maybe she just needed that space. However, because she was so involved into it was a big disconnect. You're shut off from other people, and you're prolonging these negative feelings and emotions and holding on to these things rather than letting them go. So these are just some of the things that I wanted to go over for the Party Files Part 2 for today. And these are just certain things to keep in mind. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this could be something to keep in mind, something to work on. Whether it's deep breathing, taking that walk, saying that it's going to be okay, forgiving that person, taking a deep breath. So you could go back, connect, and be in the moment, and be able to be happy, and be able to connect with other people, because you don't know what you're missing out on when you're in it. So that will definitely conclude this episode for today. Definitely thanks y'all for supporting it. Of course, we're going to be supporting a Black-owned business. I went to a Black Expo event a week or so ago, and the name of her company is Envisage Candle and Bath. So they make different candles. Let's see. I want to try to put it up there. It smells pretty good. I really like it. So this is the one I got. And then they also had bath soaps. And they had a few other things. But I'll put all their information in the description below of this video. So that's their Instagram and website. And I'll put all that in the description. And it's pretty cool. Like, these smell real good. Like the bath soaps smell good. Like, and it's gonna make you smell good. So those are important, because you don't want to be somewhere and not smelling your best. But for myself, I am a clinical licensed social worker for the state of Maryland, so I can provide individual, couples, or family therapy. So if you need anything, definitely just send me an email, or if you want to, participate in therapy, or you want to say that maybe I think this person might be good for this. So definitely just let me know. The person who made the art, I think, is called Raw Bank 5, I believe. I believe that's who made the artwork. So definitely support them. And yeah, we'll check back in soon. And y'all definitely have a good rest of the day and a good rest of the week.